I want to make a quick video. Just leaving the hotel after a 2-day deep dive, day 1 of day 2. And question today is, are your hidden expenses or the not accounted for expenses eroding your bottom line profits? And one of the things we find in a lot of the deep dives, not really particular to this one, but it got me thinking, what are the things at the end of the day that are eroding your profits? And basically, you're assuming these things are accounted for in your budget, in your estimating system, but they truly are not. And when you get down to the truth of it, you know that they're not accounted for, but you think they'll work themselves out, and they really don't. So the things we're talking about here are you're going to be your drive time mobilization. So whether it's lawn mowing, whether it's home cleaning, whether it's pest control, whether it's pest waste removal, we've got an associated non-billable drive time that really needs to be accounted for in your pricing strategy on your base price. Next thing we're looking at is different things of picking up materials. So if you're going out and picking up materials to do a job, that non-billable time needs to be accounted for in your overhead recovery system. And if not anything else, at least a break-even scenario. Most business owners think that when we're going to pick materials up or we're driving to a job, that it'll all work out in the wash, and it will not. And one of the products that we use is Service Autopilot in my business and several other businesses that we consult in. And there is a place to capture a specific job costing number. So the desired billable man hours on this job site and the billable hours for the non-billable time. So we have a checks and balance system. So even if you think your market can't handle your full hourly rate of maybe $50 an hour, but it's costing you maybe $40 an hour to operate before profits, maybe you need a bare minimum of $30 or $43 an hour during your non-mobilized drive time. So we need to differentiate that, what you need to get to cover your mobilization time, and include that in your estimates every time in a pre-built templated system. So it holds you accountable, the business owner, the manager, and when you delegate it, it's a replicatable system. So the biggest takeaway from the video today that I can explain is, after working with well over 100 businesses in these deep dives and going in, sitting knee to knee for close to 20 hours between the remote time and the 16 to 17 hours plus the dinner that we just got out of, and we get to know these individuals on a personal level, become friends, and know their business intimately, that most business owners are not accounting for these things that they should be, in my opinion. They're assuming they come out in the wash. And when we sit down knee to knee and we get out of the comfort area of their business, the realization is these things are not being accounted for. So my goal of this video today is not to preach, but to have you take a look inward at your estimating system. Are you covering the non-billable items in your business? As far as mobilization, that's the drive time to and from the job, debris disposal, picking up materials, and anything else like far as shop time that may be associated with loading or unloading a truck, or disposing debris on site. And if we look at these things and include them in a pre-templated manner, it is almost impossible to miss billing out for those. The only way you miss them is if you make the emotional decision that it'll come out in the wash. But if you take the time to build the template out and look at these, you understand it will not come out in the wash. So we want to build a pre-built template with a parent service and several sub-child services below to account for your mobilization, debris disposal, and anything else that may happen, like picking up rental equipment and dropping off rental equipment. So if you're looking at this video today and you're trying to standardize your billing system or estimating system for the end of the season, I highly recommend looking at these non-billable things that are eroding your bottom line profits. And if we go out and create a pre-built template, whether it's in Google Sheets, Excel, or Service Autopilot, or whatever else platform you're using, and I don't care what you're using, just document the system and look at the non-billable times and template them so they preload, and we have a visual representation through each step, and we account for those things. And if it's maybe a disposal fee that is defaulted, say $30 or $40, have that preload in the template. So if it's missing, we know the estimator has worked the system and cheated you as a business owner. Or if you're the business owner still doing it, you conceptually can see you're cheating yourself. So comments or questions below. Want to say what's up to Tony, William, Charlie, Daniel, Brian, a lot of long time watchers, but the pace is picking up in our season here in Simple Growth. We've got individual coming in for today and tomorrow for deep dives. We got another 2 deep dives Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm taking Friday off to probably crawl up in the fetal position and get over calculating numbers and return some emails. But is your competition or the other like-minded business owners in your industry, cleaning or lawn care, and it's about a 50-50 split right now, whether you use us or do it yourself, are you spending the time that these business owners are taking for 2 days outside of the business and dissecting what goes into a job, the cost, the production rates, and the bottom line net profit? And some customers are looking at gross profit as well, and I'm going to be making some videos around that as well. A very interesting way to use Service Autopilot. Something up to this point we really haven't utilized because we tackle it for most deep dives in a fully completed full overhead recovery model. But if you want to look at the gross profit separately, we've got a way of looking at that. So don't worry if you've done a deep dive with Simple Growth at this point. No worries, we've got you covered. The reporting, everything's dialed in the way you're doing it. But we have another interesting way of looking at it if you want to see that granularity of gross profit and net profit. Most companies that we're working with don't really need that or want to see that. They just want to know they're making bottom line net profits. But we've got some ways of looking at direct costs and overhead recovery to do that through a MORE system, a multiple overhead recovery system. So comments or questions drop below. Main point of the video today is take a few minutes, hopefully a few days, and go in and dissect those indirect costs of mobilization, drive time, picking up materials, debris disposal in the lawn care, and there's some indirect costs that you're not thinking of as well, or non-billable mobilization times in the cleaning industry as well. And we've been dealing with some heavy hitters in the cleaning industry, anywhere from 10 to 15 employees up to 130 employees. So this is applicable in any service industry. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking this doesn't apply to my business, or my business is different, or my market is different, my opinion, and don't take it the wrong way, all of our businesses is the same when you get down to the core functionality. Your quality may be different, your process and procedure may be a little bit different, but at the end of the day, a service business compared to a service business is very, very similar, if not identically the same. The way we approach the overhead recovery, the gross profit, and the net profit. And these are the things we've got to look at, in my opinion, is those non-billable times, because you may be crushing it on site in a home cleaning business or a lawn care business and hitting your hourly goals of $50 or $60 an hour. But those unexpected stops at Wendy's for those Frosties, and they're good when it's hot out, let's not lie. We got to teach our team that what is the bottom line effect of getting those Frosties, and how do we build that in to build accountability, team buy-in, and they're making wise decisions. So they're not going halfway across town for that Frosty, and they're packing a lunch and driving down that non-billable time. Or if they're doing it, it's not on your time, it's in a paid time off or time off for lunch that is state required. So these are things how we build some culture, how we build buy-in, we build accountability, and we build a profit-driven production rate system with quality standards. So comments, questions, drop below. Want to say what's up to everybody watching. Look for me live tomorrow morning. Coming live from the second day preview of the deep dive we're doing right now. And these things are just, they're nuts. Most people come in with 12 to 13 services they think. We walk out with anywhere from 250 to 300 services when we utilize parent and child services in an overhead recovery method for standardized estimating that things don't get missed. So looking to get back in day number 2. I've got another great lawn care company coming in Monday, Jim, and we've got pet waste removal coming in next Wednesday, Thursday in upstate New York. Deep dives, Simple Growth Systems. Take 2 days, even if you're not working with us. You don't have to work with us. Spend those 2 days in your business dissecting and creating a standardized estimating system, and it will pay big dividends for the years to come and take you, the business owner, the manager, out of the equation and create a predictable system that can be duplicated without you with predictable profit margins. And that's what it's all about. We love our business and we love working it, but at the end of the day, we still love being able to walk away from the business for a few days or maybe even 30 days at a pop and having predictable results that don't resolve around us. And that's the whole key of what I'm trying to do, is help business owners and managers take their life back from the monotonous grind of a business. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll recap of everything else the Simple Growth team has built out for this company on a high level without letting the secrets go of what we're coming to the table with tomorrow.